Vajrasattva Hum Om Vajrasattva Hum Om Vajrasattva Hum Om Vajrasattva Om Vajrasattva Hum Om Vajrasattva Hum Om Vajrasattva Hum Om Vajrasattva Om Vajrasattva Hum 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 Om Vajrasattva Om Vajrasattva Hum Om Vajrasattva Hum Om Vajrasattva Hum Om Vajrasattva Hum Vajrasattva Hum Om Vajrasattva Hum Om Vajrasattva Hum Om Vajrasattva Hum Om Vajrasattva Hum Vajrasattva Hum Om 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 Vajrasattva Om Vajrasattva Hum 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 Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tinopa Tishtatrito Meda Sutopayo Mevawa Supokayo Mevawa Anurakta Mevawa Sarvasiddhi Meprayatsa Sarva Karma Sutsame Sitsam Jayam Guru O Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Vajra Mame Mutsa Vajri Bhava Mahasamaya Sattva Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tinopa Tishtatrita Mevawa Sutokayo Mevawa Supokayo Mevawa Anurakta Mevawa Sarvasiddhi Meprayatsa Sarva Karma Sutsame Sitsam Jayam Guru O Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Vajra Mame Mutsa Vajri Bhava Mahasamaya Sattva Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tishtatrita Mevawa Sutokayo Mevawa Supokayo Mevawa Anurakta Mevawa Sarvasiddhi Meprayatsa Sarva Karma Sutsame Sitsam Jayam Guru O Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Vajra Mame Mutsa Vajri Bhava Mahasamaya Sattva Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you. Gorgeous day outside. Beautiful, nice and sunny. At least here. So, if you're somewhere where it's not particularly beautiful, or whatever the case might be, I suppose beautiful is certainly subjective. So, if this is your first time meditating with me, with us, welcome. Don't be afraid. We're really focusing on natural awareness meditation. So this is really bringing ourselves into a pointed state of mind into this present moment. And it sounds easy, but it's not always, because we're sort of conditioned to take journeys when a thought arises that beckons us somewhere else, to past about the a thought about the past, or a thought about the future, or a thought about a mundane thought, or thoughts of our task list of things that we think we need to accomplish or remember to do, and we're often lost and distracted somewhere else other than this present moment. And when we're in that state of sort of unconscious following, we tend to make sort of karmic mistakes. And what I mean by that is that we're reacting in ways that are not present, and sometimes just plainly unskillful because we're not present. So when we're lost in the shoulda, woulda, couldas, or lost in the mountain of frustration because things maybe aren't going exactly like you want them to go, in that state of suffering because we don't like what our surroundings are, or maybe we like them so much that we want them to stay. And the unfortunate part is that everything is impermanent. And I say unfortunate, but also fortunate, because the things that we don't like don't stay either. But the fact that the things that we do like dissipate and come apart is unsettling. So it's a source of our frustration and dissatisfaction and discomfort. So all of that leading back to the present moment, when we can see our own reactions arising because of the human experience that we are involved in, then we have the opportunity to be skillful to our own means. And hopefully, when we are enacting our actions in a positive way and with mindfulness, then things sort of settle. We're not kicking up karmic dust and dirt, getting everything all grimy. So in that, we all know how to be present. You're not learning that today. What you need to do is remember how to be present. And I'll give you the exercise. There's two ways that I like to focus on the present moment. One is just to focus on the breath, following it in and then releasing and relaxing on the way out. But sometimes when you focus on that for a while, you get so relaxed that you start just letting your thoughts wander. So it can work for a little while, but we have to continuously remind ourselves to be here and now. So I use some words. When I breathe in, I like to think of the word here, H-E-R-E, as in right here. And when I breathe out, I think now. I'm breathing here, breathing now. I'm here now in this present moment. That helps me stay with the breath and stay with the conscious thoughts of being here and now. Okay? The other thing that I like to do is focus on the floor. And that's about 3 feet out and about 45 degrees down. That little space right there, about that big. And just focusing on the nowness of that space, everything that exists in it. Maybe there's a piece of lint, maybe there's a dog hair or a dog or a shoe or just some carpet or whatever it might be. And you can focus on that. All of that is right here and right now and nowhere else. Our attention in that spot and keeping it there. It's super mundane, and that's good. When we start getting lost in the prettiness and I see colors and I see this and I see that, and often with our eyes closed we do see that, and it's easy to think, I have arrived, but literally that stuff is distraction as well. If you can really keep one foot in acknowledging that experience is happening here and now in this moment and not on some ethereal cloud, that's a good sign. So, of course, experience what you're experiencing, but do it from the awareness of now, right here and now. I hope that makes sense. And then we just have a natural flow to things. We understand that everything that we see before us, see, hear, taste, touch, smell, think, feel, emote, all of those things are reactions that are happening in your human experience in this present moment. Put that together? All of those thoughts, feelings, sensations, and emotions are happening as a result of your humanness in this moment. All of those things are just reactions to stimulus. So there's stimulus and response, and somewhere in between here, we can drop awareness, and it changes everything. Rather than just being led through or dragged through whatever the experience may be, good, bad, or indifferent, if you place your awareness in there and keep it there, then we have skillful action. So we can see things as, that's just me reacting. That's agitation, that's irritation, and it builds. So there's two things I want you to check in with before we begin to sit. And you can sit with your eyes closed or your eyes open. I prefer if you sit up and not lay down, because that leads to sleepitation. So sitting up, spine straight, and I want you to check in with your physical body and see what's going on. Is there any discomfort or pain? Tightness that you can release and relax. This happens because we're aware. So when we can check in and see, there's a little tightness in my neck, and what can I do? Maybe I can adjust my posture to support my head better. And look, there's some relief. Okay, so we have to realize that there's an issue before we can relieve it mindfully. Same thing with our mental body. So check in with your own mood or attitude. How are you feeling? Are you feeling tired? Are you feeling restless? Are you feeling energetic? Are you feeling sluggish? Are you feeling sad, depressed, anxious? You do the assessment for you. You're the only one who really knows. And this is not for judgment. This is not meant to give yourself shade. There you go again. That's not it. We're just really taking a personal scan so that we can better support our own experience. So when we can relieve some of that suffering by just adjusting and seeing, oh, I'm just reacting, and let the pressure off. We don't have to commit to our mood. Feels like you're in a bad mood, you think you should sign on for that all day long. No need. No need. You can relax it and release it at will. It's not guiding you. You can guide it just by letting go of the grasping and attachment to it. Okay? So we'll start with that, and then we're going to breathe in and breathe out and let everything come and go. I'm going to ring this bell 3 times to begin our meditation session. So sit upright, take a few deep breaths as we call ourselves to this seat, call ourselves into this moment of awareness, here and now. So take some deep breaths. Breathe through your nose if you can, into the lower belly. Your belly button should be moving out when you breathe in. Just like a baby breathing. Breathe through your nose if you can. Notice how it sounds like the waves coming and going. Naturally moving, naturally coming and going. No need to grasp or cling. Letting all things just come and go, thoughts, feelings, sensations, and emotions. Let everything just come and go and move naturally. Mindfully supporting your attention to this moment where everything is happening. Your breath, your heartbeat, your thoughts, sensations, feelings, and emotions happening here, nowhere else. Right here, right now. So just sit and breathe and be, and stop trying to achieve. Let go of the task list. And be here and now. recommendation is to keep breathing like that. Here and now. Throughout your day. Just letting everything come and go. And each time you find yourself in a moment of stress, discomfort, that fight or flight panic that begins to happen even subtly, that you can apply a little awareness, relieving the struggle. Relief of the struggle happens with awareness. So if you can just calmly see the reaction as it is, you have the potential to relieve it immediately. Being able to just see it as it is and not get intertwined and drug around by it. So try that. And I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, right? Yeah. I had to look at the clock. It is Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday, which means our service is at 9:30 Central, and this is about an hour-long service. So if you haven't joined us before, jump right in. We do some meditation, some chanting, a little bit of prayer, and a Dharma talk to talk about practical aspects of Buddhism and how to apply those things as relief to our everyday lives. So I hope you join me, and I will see you then, or we're recorded afterwards. So if you want to catch it at another time, if you like to sleep in on Sunday, you're allowed. Just watch it later. And I'll